What's good? What's good? What's good? Back again for another Amazon late night talk. I can't tell y'all to stay consistent if I'm not consistent. Had a lot of work to knock out tonight, but hey, we back again. Tonight I want to talk about Amazon FBA versus drop shipping, right? So I get that question a lot. So I say, hey, let me throw some notes in my phone and let's talk it. Let's chop it up with the people tonight. So um it's not alike. Again, FBA, whenever you get your merchandise, you're going to ship into Amazon's fulfillment center. Okay. So we will actually get our inventory, then we're going to prep it, right? You're going to prep it by putting in a label over the barcode. You're going to put that label over the barcode. Once you do that, you're going to pack it in a, usually when I'm dealing with media, it's these boxes here. It's around a 12 by 12 by 16 box. This is just example of one of the ones from Lowe's. Y'all can pick them up from U-Haul, Home Depot, Walmart, anything like that, but around that size. And then you're going to ship it directly into USPS. Amazon's fulfillment center using UPS to send in your inventory, right? So we use pirate ship. That's the way to get it discounted. Or if you go through UPS, it's going to be around about $20 to $25, depending on if you live in what they consider a remote area, right? So if you live in the country, you in the boondocks, they're going to charge you a little bit more if they feel like you're a good little way out of their route or anything like that. So FBA would be, again, getting that inventory, labeling everything, package it into that box, and then scheduling a pickup time. Now, drop shipping is a different beast, right? So drop shipping is whenever you actually go out and source a product online. So you need to find a supplier. So let's say, for example, that we wanted to drop ship these water bottles here, right? We want to drop ship them. So we will go out and find a company. Let's just say it's Travis Water Bottles is the company, right? So you will contact that company. The first thing I would do is make sure I know all their rules, their return policies, man, all that. You need to make sure you in line with that specific supplier because they're going to be a representation of your brand. The end customer is not going to know you're drop shipping, right? So if something messes up with the order, the product don't really come out right, or if the shipping is late, guess what? That's a reflection on me. On drop shipping, they don't know, it's no in between. They think it's coming from Travis Water Bottle Company or shop, right? So it's no, you know, any filter or anything to separate us from that company. So that's why you need to be in line, letting them know, hey, do they ship the same day? Is it 2 business days before they ship? Like, we got to be aligned. So what we'll do once we find that company, you can then list that. Say, for example, if you had your own site like a Shopify or WooCommerce, anything like that, any site or a Wix site, you can actually put these water bottles for sale without having the water bottle, right? Because we already locked in a supplier on where we're going to purchase these water bottles from. So you will list it. Let's just use Shopify, for example. We will list these for sale at a higher markup. Let's just say we're buying them from the supplier for $10 and we're selling it on our site for 15, right? So what you will do, you will have to market. We need to run traffic because we need those customers. For one, they don't already like, know, and trust us yet, right? So we got to build up our customer base to start getting customers to our websites and convincing them and showing them why they need this water bottle or how it can add value to their life. Okay. So again, drop shipping, you don't ever see the product. You need to negotiate with a supplier. Uh, You need to do some marketing for sure, because we need to run traffic to that site. And the returns are a little bit different in drop shipping. So let me go back with FBA. Usually the customer will return it to the FBA center. And once they return it to the center, they'll ask you, hey, what you want to do with this? We can dispose it, we can salvage it, and give you a little bit of money off of it, or we can return it to you. So you have options whenever you're dealing with FBA. Drop shipping, and mind you guys, I've done, because I've been in e-commerce so long, I've done multiple both of these strategies. I also still drop ship on Amazon, but that's a different conversation. We'll talk about that in the future. But so drop shipping returns, sometimes you got to eat that cost, right? So let's say, for example, I'm gonna show you guys what I mean. So let's say, for example, somebody places an order. You have to call in to Travis Water Bottle Shop and say, hey, somebody just, well, really, you do it online. It's not over the phone. You go right over to www.traviswaterbottles.com. They ordered the gray water 24-ounce water bottle. You need to place that order in so they'll know. And then the address of the buyer on your site, when you go to order it from your supplier, you don't put your address in, because we don't want it to come to our personal address. We want the shipping to go directly to that buyer, right? So that's what you want to do. So let me show you how the return sometimes can be messed up and you have to eat that cost. So let's say, for example, they place the order. You immediately go to your supplier site and say, hey, I need this shipped to 123 Apple Street. That's the address of your buyer. I've had this happen multiple times. So once you place it, man, I don't know, 2-3 hours go by. You get the tracking number from your supplier and input it inside the system, the Shopify system, to your end buyer on your site. Next thing you know, they put in the cancellation. They requesting to cancel. They're like, I changed my mind. I need a return. You pretty much out of luck right there. You out of luck because the product is already on the way. There's no way to stop it. Every now and then you can call up the UPS. And I hadn't done that in a while. You could reroute a package, but after it's past a certain point and it's moving in that transit, they're not going to be able to track it, reverse it, send it back to this other address. Nah, you're gonna be out of the product, because they still gonna get the water bottle because you couldn't stop it, and they're gonna get that refund. With FBA, it's a little bit different. They got reimbursement policy. So if something like that does happen, if you have the receipts, they will reimburse your money. And drop shipping, it's preference, right? Because I've done both, I still do both, and I do them together, right? So a lot of people say, oh, it's against Amazon policy to drop ship on Amazon. That's completely not true. You just have to know how to do it and move it the right way. But it can be risky for somebody that's brand new. So I don't recommend it. If you're brand new, you don't know the policies, nah, leave it alone. But if you know how to move on Amazon, it's definitely not against a TOS or terms of services, right? But whether you decide FBA or drop shipping, man, it's completely up to you. Both business models have their pros and cons on each one, right? So hopefully you guys got a good breakdown between the two. They're similar, but they're not alike, right? It's all in the e-commerce world, but it is a different strategy. Hey, I hope you guys got a lot of value from this live call. Again, stay consistent, show up. And if you hadn't already, make sure you slide over to Instagram and follow your boy at Travis_GWV. I'm about to catch some of these Z's and they do my podcast. We on episode number, I think we're gonna be on number 6 or 7 in the morning, man. So I'm gonna be dropping that pretty soon, the links to it. And the podcast is called the Plays for Days, right? Plays for Days podcast. And we talk about everything business and sports. So hey, y'all be blessed. I hope everybody is prosperous. Have a lovely holiday. And as always, guess what? We coming back at you tomorrow. Love y'all. Be blessed. See you on the next one.